Relieved and overjoyed to be back at home, Barbara Briley has just returned from hospital where she made an incredible recovery after testing positive for COVID-19. Although she wasn't in intensive care, Mrs. Briley was seriously ill.
I was struggling to breathe, but the most awful thing was not knowing where I was. I felt as though I was in a bad dream. I was not in the right place. I was not in my right home. I was shaking. It was really, really awful.
It was an anxious time for Mrs. Briley's family in Nottingham. They were expecting a call to inform them of the worst.
We'd actually had got called in because they wanted to do a DNAR, which is a do not attempt resuscitation. It's hard walking away, having that conversation, walking away and not knowing if that's the last conversation that you're going to have with your mum.
Over the years, the 86-year-old has had major operations and she was determined not to be beaten by the coronavirus. What kept you going? What made you pull through?
I don't know really. I think it was just hope and looking around and thinking, well, I'll be better tomorrow, you know.
25 years ago, she had a hole in the heart repaired and, you know, it's still going strong. So, you know, she's had 2 new hips, 2 new knees, you know, so she's starting to look quite like the bionic woman, really. She's just a survivor. She just doesn't give up. They're of a generation where you make do and mend and get on with it.
Mrs. Briley told me she wouldn't be here without the amazing care she received by all the NHS workers.
They used to calm me down and reassure me that everything was going to be all right. They were lovely.
Now that you're back at home, will you be celebrating?
Hopefully.
How?
The odd glass.
While in hospital, she missed listening to CDs of her favourite musician, Dutch violinist Andre Rieu, and looking after her cat. You've actually come through the other side, Barbara, haven't you? And what do you think your story tells people?
Never give up. Never give up. And if you like, you got your family there, and you'll always be okay.
Rajiv Poppet, ITV News.